You're on.
Oh, hi everybody, it's Dara, and what are you going to do if you need dessert? And there's no raw food cafe to go to serve you some of their desserts. And what if you want a wholesome, good for you, guilt-free dessert that is raw and living and filled with nutrients and minerals and protein? So here we go. I was like, we want dessert after our gorgeous, what do we call what we just made? It was like a cabbage salad. It was like a turmeric cabbage salad that was so beautiful, and a butter leaf lettuce. And now I thought, let's make something sweet. We have raisins, maybe just a handful. We have dates, just 3 or 4 medjool dates. We have almonds that I soaked. They haven't been dehydrated, but they're dry enough. They sat in the refrigerator for a day. I'm just going to do a couple handfuls of these. If you have dehydrated almonds or walnuts or Brazil nuts will work. And that's 3 handfuls. We have coconut flakes, and we're making this up as we go, which is the fun of it. You know, you just think, what do you have on hand? And I think the trick to making a cookie, which is what we think we're doing here. Sometimes you think you're going to make something and it turns into something else, but we think this is going to be a cookie. So the idea is to have something nutty in there and to not have water moisture. So a couple tablespoons of coconut. So a lot of times when let's say you want to make some superfood balls or cookies, it really is, come on, okay, quiet on the set everybody. So what I wanted to say is that if you have a food processor, you can make little superfood balls, you can make cookies, you can make cakes. A lot of times it's the same ingredients and it depends how you shape it. But for things like superfood balls or for cookies, you don't really want a lot of moisture going on in the mixture. You need it somewhat dry so it'll stay together. So we have, and the dates and the raisins kind of hold it together. If you use a fattier nut, like a Brazil nut or a walnut or a pecan, the fat kind of, you'll taste a fattier richness to it, and it will hold together a little differently than the almonds, but we should be good. I definitely like a little salt because we got a little sweet, a little salt. And we're just going to see how it goes. We're going to put in cinnamon and nutmeg and vanilla. And we got one that's not open, so it's going to take a second. It smells so good. Cinnamon regulates blood sugar. Almonds are going to give us protein. And as far as the nuts go, almonds are not the highest fat nut, and they are the most alkaline. So some nuts cause acidity, and we'll go easy on the nuts. I think that's just my advice if you're starting a raw food diet, is that use them, and eating heavier foods if you're transitioning from cooked foods is good, and have treats like this. But consider that if you're in nature and you go to crack a walnut, it's going to take you some time. And you might crack another walnut and you eat a little bit of walnut, and you're not going to sit there all day with cracking a whole thing of nuts and then eat them all. So naturally, nature is preventing us from eating nuts by the handful. So just consider that. Nutmeg is like an aphrodisiac. Nutmeg will almost make you feel a buzz if you eat too much of it. So go easy on nutmeg. And here we go. We're going to blend and see what the consistency is like, because we're looking for consistency. Let's see. So if it doesn't squeeze together, which this one is, believe it or not, apricots are also nice. So if you don't have raisins or dates, consider apricots or figs. This is perfect, but I want it ground a little more. But let me taste it and see. It's so good. I'm going to do a little bit of zest. Do a little bit of orange zest in it. Give it a little brightness without adding the moisture. And I want more cinnamon. Beautiful. And the smells and essential oils of orange are known to lift your spirits. So when I travel on an airplane, I always take some kind of grapefruit or orange with me. You can overprocess. Nuts will get oily, especially pecans and Brazil nuts and walnuts. So you don't want to process too much and end up with an oily mess. So this is really exciting. I have to say, I'm going to show you up close. Can you? Yes? That shows the consistency. That's how I like it. And you can just shape it into cookies. And then, I don't know, just play with your food a little bit and see what shapes you want it. You can also flatten it out and put a heart-shaped cookie cutter. That's a good Valentine's Day idea. And then a little white icing with a little beet juice. I'm going to do a Valentine's Day video. I love Valentine's Day, if nothing, just for the colors, red, pink, and white. I think I'm going to do a cookie cutter. Maybe I'll do just a round one to show you the idea. Getting really professional. Oh, wow. Okay, so even it's so funny when you just take a little effort to go a little, taking it to the next level. That's what I was discussing with a dear friend of mine. And he has another term which he can tell you about. But I'm taking it to the next level is what my mom used to always teach me when it came to artwork. Like, that's good, or that design of that room is good, or that mural is good, but let's take it to the next level. Like, how can you look at it and even raise it up higher? You know, okay is okay, but fantastic into the next level is where we want to go. So there you can see there's a pretty little, you can put a little almond on top. You could take the almond away. I like things simple. I don't even always like the garnishes because you have to bite into the garnish. Like at some point you're going to be biting into the whole almond. So I prefer it just simple like that with maybe a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top. And I'm going to serve it to my cameraman. There we go. Happy day, everybody. Get your cookies on, get your greens on, and I will see you soon.